My kitten Everest and I would like to introduce you to the new adjustment panel inside of Photoshop CS4. You'll find it by looking for the little yin and yang chocolate and vanilla symbol for cookies right here in the panels. And as you see here, as I open it up, we have a lot of different icons here that will perform different adjustments to the pixels in your images. Before I actually show you some of those, I'm going to go to the layers real fast and show you how we used to do it in the olden days last year. Same icons right here. What you would do is decide by clicking on it what kind of adjustment you wanted to add to your image. So let's say I wanted to add hue and saturation. I would click that, and if you go back to layers, you'll see that it adds a layer on top of the image, which is non-destructive. So we can change the selected adjustment and its parameters, and it would affect whatever's underneath it. As always, with non-destructive types of things inside of Photoshop, you can always hide them and turn them off temporarily, or you can delete them. The pixels in your image remain unharmed. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the adjustments you'll be able to make using this new panel. I'll go ahead and tear it off. What we have here is the hue and saturation, which I invoked by going to layers. But if you want to go back to the entire list, you have this arrow in the bottom corner that you can click to return to see the adjustments. You see some presets here as well. So if you really don't want to fiddle around with these guys, simply twirl this down and see what you want to do. Do you want to make the image darker? Then click on this. And as you see here, it darkens it and it gives you the controls for that adjustment. I can also hit the garbage can and delete that layer. Don't forget, when you make an adjustment, it adds a layer on top of the image, so you can get rid of it and hide it. I'm going to go back to the adjustments again, and I'm going to hover my mouse over it, and as you see, the name of the adjustment shows up under the adjustment panel tab. So we see we have brightness and contrast, levels, curves, exposure, vibrance, and more. And all you have to do, once again, is put your mouse over it and then click on it to see what tools are available for it. As you see here, this is photo filter. This acts like the filters that you would use with a camera. So we can warm our image, we can cool our image to make it look like it's cold outside, and you can adjust the density of it. You can also change the color. So you can control a lot of parameters based on the filter that you choose. Once again, we can go back to our layers and we'll see that every time we choose one of these filters, it's applied as a layer. Let me go ahead and just expand this a little bit. So we can turn it off, or if we want to make further modifications, all we have to do is double click on the thumbnail and it opens that filter up again for you. So you're never stuck. You can always modify it, change it, delete it, and hide it. And all while your image will be completely protected. So we can hide the adjustments and we can continue to work and add and experiment.